Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is your daily horoscope for 29th September 2021, which is a Wednesday. But before we begin, I request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And I do daily video horoscopes, weekly video horoscopes, and monthly sun rising sign video horoscopes. And you can watch all those on my YouTube channel. And the monthly horoscope for the month of October for your sun signs and rising signs are on my channel now, and you can watch those if you are interested. So let's talk about the astrology today. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the Neptune Venus trine that we spoke about briefly yesterday. It's happening at about 9 a.m. Pacific time. And if you are elsewhere in the world, you can always convert the Pacific time to your time zone to know when the energy is going to happen for you. And let's see this on the chart. So Venus here at 2122 of Scorpio is making a trine, a 120-degree angle with Neptune in Pisces. A trine represents an ease, it represents a flow to things. So at this point, Venus, our relationships, love, projects, self-worth, values, skills, finances are making a positive aspect with the planet of spirituality, with the planet that is magical and spiritual and creative. So this moment here, we could really feel like, for example, it could feel like, okay, I'm working on this project, Venus, and I'm feeling quite spiritual and creative about it. Or it could be that maybe a relationship that you're in feels magical and spiritual. So it's that energy where we feel very spiritual, we feel very creative, we feel very magical about our Venus things, right? About love, about relationships, about projects, about self-worth, skills, finances. So this is a positive energy, and our emotions are involved with this energy because they're trining in water signs, right? Water signs rule our emotions. So this could very well be a lot of emotional energy connected to Venus things, love, relationships, projects, self-worth, values, skills, and finances. And that's pretty much it. Usually Neptune can also bring about confusion and delusions and a feeling of feeling low. However, I don't think that's happening because it's a trine, a positive aspect, right? So that's 9 a.m. Pacific time. Now moving on, we have another positive aspect today, and the moon here is sextiling Uranus. 60-degree angle, and this is about 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, and the moon is our emotions. The moon has been in the sign of Cancer since yesterday, and the moon in Cancer is all about going within. It's about family, it's about friends, it's about nourishing ourselves, it's about taking care of ourselves. So that's what the moon in Cancer is all about, and this is what we will be doing when the moon is in Cancer, which it has been since yesterday. And now the moon, our emotions, our inner heart and soul, is making a positive aspect with Uranus, the planet of unexpected, sudden change, the planet that brings about a lot of changes quite suddenly, the planet that wants us to be our authentic self, and the planet that breaks anything that is in the way of us becoming our authentic self. So this is a moment here where we might feel a sudden emotional change, where we might feel a sudden emotional change that takes us one more step towards our unique authentic self, towards breaking free from whatever it is that is holding us back. And in Cancer, these could be, with the moon in Cancer, these could very well be the deep emotions that we have, or something connected to how we take care of ourselves. But this is a positive aspect. But Uranus is rebellious and it is unexpected. So although this is a positive moment with Uranus, one never knows truly. So if you are feeling slightly frazzled, if you are feeling like, okay, I don't like this emotional change that's happening to me, then it's probably because Uranus is sextiling the moon. It is a positive aspect, but the Uranian energy is so much and it can come out of nowhere that it can really shock us, even if it's positive. So just be mindful of that. And then moving on, this is technically tomorrow, but let's talk about it today. So this is about post midnight 1 a.m. sort of energy. Yeah, 1:30 a.m. And what's happening here is that the moon is trining Neptune, right? The moon is our inner heart and soul, it's our emotions. And Neptune is, like I said, the most spiritual, the most magical, the most creative energy. It is also the planet of delusions and confusion, but this is a positive aspect. So this could be a very creative moment. We can feel very spiritually connected emotionally at this point. This is a feel-good energy. Alternatively, if you do feel overly sensitive with your emotions, that can be Neptune as well, because Neptune is an overly sensitive planet. So maybe it is positive, this energy is positive, but maybe if you feel very emotional, if you feel very sensitive, it's because Neptune is making an aspect with the moon in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is also an energy that feels a lot. So this could be a lot of feelings, a lot of feelings coming about, some magical, some spiritual, some connecting us with higher, greater good and universal love and compassion, or just a feeling of feeling very emotional, because there's a lot, our emotions are highlighted today. And at approximately the same time, the moon is trining Venus also. So this is a grand trine in water, and it and water is our emotions. So this is a positive moment for our emotions, right? We could be feeling very magical about our Venus things, love, relationships, projects, self-worth, values, skills, finances, and our emotions are definitely involved. Our inner heart and soul is definitely involved with this energy. And things seem to flow. Things seem to flow quite naturally and organically with this energy. And that's pretty much it for today. I do want to mention a couple of things. The first is that Mars here is getting ready to oppose Chiron. We are feeling this energy, we will feel this energy. And very briefly, Chiron is the planet of our pain, of our wounds. It's also the planet that heals us. And Mars is the planet of action and drive and initiative and our energy as well. And when they make a stressful aspect like this, an opposition, the goal is to integrate these two elements. So this moment here could make us feel wounded when it comes to moving forward, taking action. It could be that we feel like, I have so much pain that I'm not able to move forward. I have so much pain that I'm feeling right now that I'm not able to take action. Or because of these wounds that I have, because of what happened, I don't feel like I have the willpower in me to make things happen. But this energy is asking us to work with those wounds, work with that pain, and overcome that, rise above it, and take initiative and move forward. And I will mention it again, we are still in the full moon in Pisces energy, which is all about release and letting go of the past, of the subconscious pain, of the wounds. So that is the theme, at least until the new moon next week. And another thing I do want to remind you guys is that Mercury here is in a square to Pluto, and it is retrograde right now. It went retrograde Sunday night for Pacific time, and for most of the world on Monday. So it is retrograde, and its retrograde started with a square to Pluto, and it is still in a square to Pluto. So we are transforming, we are changing, we are going through a major transformation when it comes to our thinking, perhaps communication, perhaps our diet, our routine, our health, our job, our lifestyle, social media, all Mercury things. And Mercury retrogrades are not the best time to start new things, sign new contracts. Gadgets can malfunction and communications does slow down. But if you were born with Mercury retrograde, this is a moment during the retrograde that you'll feel like you have more clarity in your thinking because you're used to the Mercury retrograde energy. And Venus here, it did make a positive aspect today, but it is getting ready to square Jupiter, which can feel stressful. We'll talk about that. And that's pretty much it for today. I will give the big picture of 2021 real quick and then we'll close it out. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the Uranus Saturn square of 2021. These planets are squaring after 21 years, so a long, long time. And this energy is asking us to change, asking us to embrace the new, asking us to embrace our unique, authentic self. And since these planets are squaring, the process might feel challenging, but it will lead to growth. Second thing about 2021 is that it is a year that we will lay the foundation for two astrological cycles that started last year in 2020. The first of those is the Jan 2020 Saturn Pluto conjunction. Now that's a 33 to 38 year cycle, and we stepped into that in Jan of 2020 and we are still building that. And the second one is the Saturn Jupiter conjunction, which happened in December of 2020. Now this is a 20-year cycle and we are building that as well, and we will continue to do so till 2023. So 2021 is a lot about change. It's a lot about laying the foundation for the new life we have stepped into. And that's all I'm going to say. I will pick a card for today and then we will close out the reading. Something fell out already. It says community. And I think today is a day where maybe we want to connect with like-minded souls and really take time out to be with our community and where our home is, because the moon is in Cancer, right? The sign of our home, of our comfort. And we have to strive for that today, for our home and for our comfort. That's all I'm going to say. I hope you have a great day and I will see you all tomorrow now. Bye.